Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for November 30, 2023, Jamaica Customs warned the public of people posing as customs officials. The Jamaica Customs Agency is warning the public to beware of people claiming to be customs officials with a view to sell or auction motor vehicles. In a release on Wednesday, the agency said that at no time will customs officials call or email any individual to engage them in the auctioning or sale of motor vehicles or other merchandise owned by the government. This reminder comes in light of reports to the agency that the names of voice is sounding like Chief Executive Officer, Commissioner of Customs Velma Ricketts Walker, and a photograph of the Deputy CEO, Marlon Lowe, are being used by imposters in an alleged motor vehicle scam, the JCA said. The agency is therefore imploring individuals who may be victims of this scam to report it immediately to the police. Under no circumstances should members of the public engage these individuals or make any payments to them, Customs warned. The JCA informed that vehicles included in the Customs motor vehicle auction can only be purchased on the dates the auctions are held and in the prescribed manner as outlined in the Customs Act. Information on public auctions can be viewed at www.jacustoms.gov.jm. Man in custody following firearm and ammo seizure in Trelawny. A man was taken into police custody in connection with the seizure of a firearm and several rounds of ammunition during an operation in Cooper Pen, Trelawny on Tuesday, November 28. Reports from the Falmouth police are that about 5:30 p.m., lawmen were in the area when a man was accosted and searched. During the search, one Springfield revolver pistol containing 6 rounds of ammunition was found in his possession. The man was subsequently taken into custody. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Investigations continue. 6 arrested in St. Elizabeth police operation. 6 persons suspected to be involved in criminal activities were arrested during a major police operation in St. Elizabeth on Wednesday. An illegal gun and more than 40 rounds of ammunition were seized during the operation conducted along the Holland Bamboo Main Road. Acting Superintendent Coleridge Minto, head of the St. Elizabeth Police, told the news that the police team found the illegal items after it stopped a Toyota Axio motorcar and searched the occupants and the vehicle. At the end of the search, a Glock pistol, 2 magazines, 42 rounds of live ammunition were recovered during the operation, he said. 2 occupants of that vehicle were taken into custody. Acting Superintendent Minto said the occupants of another vehicle traveling in the convoy are also being processed at this time. He added that the St. Elizabeth police are now on high alert for criminals invading the division after fleeing the state of emergency in St. James.
At about 1:30 today, along the Holland Bamboo Main Road, the Black River OST was conducting a special operations on this major thoroughfare. During the operation, a Toyota Axio motorcar was stopped. The occupants and the vehicle were searched. At the end of the search, a Glock pistol, 2 magazines, and 42 rounds of live ammunition were recovered during the operation. 1 male and a female suspects were taken into custody and they are being processed for further investigation. Another motor vehicle that was traveling in the convoy, the occupants of that vehicle are also in process at this time. The state of emergency carries with it operational activities at an increased level. And during those times, we'll always find persons moving across borders into what I consider the safer parishes. St. Elizabeth is not the parish. We have increased our border patrols. We have joint operations between our neighboring divisions, Westmoreland and Manchester, to ensure that we are holding our borders to prevent any kind of activities for persons that will want to escape the state of emergency to come through the parish of St. Elizabeth.
Teen stabbed to death in Westmoreland. Westmoreland has recorded another murder. The latest victim is 17-year-old Anthony James of Dexter Street, Savannah, Lamar. James was stabbed to death Tuesday night along the Lewis Street main road. It is reported that the teenager was standing outside the KFC restaurant with a child when he was attacked and stabbed by the suspect, who goes by the alias Prezi. The injured teen ran in the direction of the nearby Savannah Mar police station for assistance but collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. A search has been launched for the suspect. St. Ann man facing gun and bribery charges. A man who reportedly attempted to bribe a team of policemen during a police operation in St. Ann on the weekend has been charged. David Archer, a 34-year-old audio engineer of Gulf Steertown, St. Ann, was charged Tuesday with possession of a prohibited weapon and ammunition after a semi-automatic weapon was found inside his vehicle. He has also been charged with bribery. It is reported that on Saturday, the police obtained a warrant and went to Mr. Archer's residence to search a 2014 white Toyota Probox motorcar owned by him. It's alleged that he told the cops that ganja was inside the vehicle and offered them $25,000 not to carry out the search. He also told them that he had no keys for the vehicle. The offer was rejected and the vehicle towed to the St. Anne's Bay police station. During a search of the vehicle, one Glock 17 pistol with 3 rounds of ammunition was found. Jamaica repatriates 9 Haitians. The 9 Haitians who were intercepted near Hope Bay, Portland on Monday after fleeing their vessel shortly after landing on the beach in Long Road on Sunday night have been repatriated. The Haitians, 5 adult females and 4 adult males, boarded a Jamaica Defense Force Coast Guard vessel shortly before 7 p.m. on Wednesday at the Boundary Brook Wharf in Port Antonio after being transported from a holding area at Mansion Neal in the parish by the police. Attorney and the founder of human rights group Freedom Imaginaries, Malene Elaine, who has been complaining bitterly about the police refusing her access to speak with the Haitians, asserted that once again the government of Jamaica has violated international law. Earlier, Elaine had said Freedom Imaginaries requested precautionary measures from the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. She said that the request was under study and that the Haitians should not be returned home while the process is underway. According to Elaine, there could be serious implications arising from the government's return of the Haitians to their homeland. I think it would mark a very serious disintegration for rule of law in Jamaica, and it will have implications for all persons in Jamaica and their rights, she said. The government will not allow us to speak to the Haitians. These things unfolded in a matter of hours at a location very far away. All of these factors militate against the access to justice for Haitians. At no time was I granted access to speak to the Haitians. I went to the health facility in Port Antonio and I was barred from speaking to the Haitians. And it has been like this since September, involving 2 separate groups of Haitians, she added. On Monday, the Portland police launched a search for a group of Haitians who abandoned their vessel after landing in the dead of night on Sunday at a Long Road beach in the parish. However, the police managed to intercept a taxi near Hope Bay, some 36 miles away from the Long Road beach, and 9 Haitians, including one that was residing in St. James for more than 2 years, was discovered aboard the vehicle. They were taken into police custody and later screened and processed by health officials. It is still not clear how many Haitians landed in Long Road. The police say items of clothing belonging to adults and children were discovered in the 28-foot sailboat in which they arrived. However, when the 9 Haitians were intercepted in Hope Bay, no children were found aboard the taxi. St. Elizabeth woman charged for allegedly breaking into shop and stealing cash. 22-year-old Kenneth Johnson, otherwise called Kim, was charged with housebreaking and larceny after reportedly stealing money from a shop in her community of Northampton in St. Elizabeth on November 5. The customer service representative was charged on Wednesday following a question and answer session in the presence of her attorney. It is reported that after a shop owner locked and left his business establishment, he received a call that Johnson was seen inside the shop. On his return to the shop, he noticed the window was open and the signs that someone had entered through the back door of the premises. He made further checks and realized that money was stolen. A report was made to the police and an investigation launched. Johnson was arrested on Tuesday.